Good evening. Welcome to my live broadcast, number 226. Broadcasting live from Auckland, New Zealand, otherwise known as Down Under. My name is Ki Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. How many people out there are getting rejections from recruiting? No, I know a lot of people, they get their first rejection and they think that's it, it's all over, because they don't like to get rejected a second time. And I was getting rejected all the time. But you might say, you didn't care. Well, I didn't care. Just kept going along and kept going until you run out of your recruiting. Then you'll sit for a wee while and wonder what else you can do, where you've gone wrong. Maybe when you approach them, you bring in the money side of it first, when in reality, you should leave the money side out of the program and just speak about the program and what's involved with the, let's call it admin fees, before you bring in the huge amount of money that's involved with this program. Because when you mention huge amounts of money, let's call it, people take a step backwards. They think you're joking. So my pay to try and get through without bringing in the rewards, and we know how much one TBC can go up to, and that's what I mean. It's that side of it. Obviously, you're going to talk about the 25,000 cookies. You may be able to break that down into dollars, or what we talk about as grains, just to give them an idea and just leave it at that. Once and the goal is important, and the next main important thing is the mission. I spoke about the mission briefly last night, and the reason why I bring this up is I just seen a post on Facebook about the mission. A lot of people don't give a shit about the mission. Well, that's how I'm reading it, and that's what this program is about. Yeah, to end poverty globally. So if you're having problems recruiting, and just double back on how you've done it, and try and make a bit of a change if you need to. And like I said, Facebook is coming up with some unreal answers, and they're putting out stages that I've never even heard of. The real thing is, if you don't see it in the blog, then it's not true. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to talk tonight. I'll share the screen because I've got a habit of forgetting to share the screen. And we'll share the screen first. And then I'll bring up the post. And this is the post here. Proper process of going full-time in TBC. How we make a full-time income online. Yeah, some of you would have seen this before, and whether it's worked for you or not, I do not know. And it did work for us. I was under the cash flow leader of Randy Wilson. And we, as my wife and I, were very successful in it. So, cash flowing leaders, please meet with the individuals on your team one-on-one and discuss this article with them. Now, here we go. Bringing a balance between the following three parties will lead to explosive, exponential TBC community growth. Unlocking the value contained in our TBC wallets by the end of the year of 2019. TBC cash flowing leaders, number one, TBC cash flowing leaders, number two, sponsors, and number three, new members. In order to earn daily cash flow on TBC, at least one of the two activities must happen daily on a consistent basis: sponsoring and/or partnering. We should open the eyes of our newest members that a full-time income can be earned in TBC as early as the first week after joining us. One or two transactions a day can make that happen. Think about that. Which is better? Work full-time at a job which practically exhausts 50 to 60 hours a week away from home, or stay home and make a full-time income in TBC. Our cash flowing leaders have proven that a full-time income can be earned from home working TBC. They are living the dream. No doubt it is one of the best lifestyles to have. Alright, temptation. Temptation to assess TBC Kringle coins prematurely during redemption periods is very high for the new members joining us at those times. It has always been recommended that members wait until a redemption period is almost over before completing the Redeem Now process. Obviously, collecting as many cookies as possible during the whole redemption period is advertised before clicking the Redeem Now button. But what is more important is having enough quality training completed before turning cookies into TBC Kringle coins. What are in what is called the billionaire zone? Now, we are still in that billionaire zone as of now. And looks like we'll be in there for a wee while longer. And if, I'm just wondering if a lot of people know what that billionaire zone is about and how you get into that zone. Well, it's straight to the point. You get into that zone by purchasing at least 40 grains off your sponsor or whoever after that you know, trust, and like, and that secures you with a one whole TBC, which is needed to get into that billionaire zone. You must have at least one whole coin. And once the billionaire zone is full, and there's 1,111,111 positions to fill, that completes it. Last count I heard, there was about 100,000. We should be way over that by now, but that's the last count. And as you can see by the recruiting, inside the dashboard is 3.33 million, I think. It tells you that 95% of those don't have a whole TBC coin. Otherwise, the billionaire's position would be full. And a lot of things change once that position is full. Your coins, it'd be very hard to get hold of a TBC coin once that position is full. So my use right now is to purchase a coin. And that means it is very common for members to become quick TBC millionaires once they complete the redemption process. Now, if you don't have a whole coin, you become a millionaire with what Kringles you have. This zone also means we are still in the early stages of developing our TBC economy, and these coins are less spendable now compared to how spendable they will be in the later or final stages of rolling out a TBC community. Now, we roll into the economy stage first thing next year. Our last redemption for TBC is in November coming. That's the last redemption we will have. And then we move into what they call as the economy stage. Members that didn't understand these stages are easily confused by what they see the value indicates in their TBC wallets compared to the usefulness of TBC Kringle coins at this time. This is a rollout. We are under development. The complete value in our TBC wallets is not currently 100% unlocked. We are in the distribution phase now and not in the economic phase yet. Without proper quality training, new members can sour quickly and become burdensome to the whole TBC community. We want to breed success. We don't want to breed trolls. Sponsors really need to stick close to cash flowing leaders while they are bringing in new members. Solid partnerships need to be formed between cash flowing leaders and sponsors below them. We have a decent group of cash flowing leaders that have been with TBC for years now, and what they have to offer is really priceless. Sponsors need to recognize that and happily share the profits with these leaders 50-50. Demanding a leader's time without compensation to that leader does not work. Here's how it works. New members become sponsors as early as their first day in TBC while we encourage fast duplication. Waiting for something to happen doesn't put money in anybody's pocket, so action is required. Sponsors turn into cash flowing leaders, and there's no set time for when that happens. Many factors combine together to determine how fast a sponsor can turn into a cash flowing leader. Cash flowing leaders already know how to successfully sponsor consistently and earn income from that, but they also learn how to duplicate themselves through partnerships with others that mainly focus on the activity of sponsoring. Inside of these partnerships is ongoing training. It is one thing to sponsor your friends and family that are close to you, and another thing to know how to prospect people you don't know yet and sponsor them. Out of the two groups of people, which one is bigger? The people you know or the people you don't know? Obviously, the larger group is the people you don't know, and a cash flowing leader knows how to sponsor these kinds of people all day long, every day. Join.me is absolutely the best tool to use to bring all three parties together in balance. Transition script explains the process clearly, so if you want to go in and open up that link, fine. Once a sponsor has activated a new member, we use the invitation script while following the instructions in the transition script. Then that is the best time to invite the cash flowing leader come in to the Join.me session with the new member set up as well as the sponsor entire rally team. Cheerleading takes place inside of the Join.me session, while coordination of leading a rally team to participate in Join.me sessions takes place inside of the rally team group chat. At the end of the transition script, the new member will complete a transaction for themselves, and the most equitable party to send the Kringle coins should be the cash flowing leader, and then a 50% commission is immediately paid out to the sponsor. This keeps the partnership alive. All team transactions should be done this way until the sponsor has enough training to go full time and play the role of cash flowing leader. Sponsors can certainly expect a decent amount of one-on-one time with the cash flowing leader in order to get the training completed. But sponsors should expect plenty of homework to do, as the cash flowing leader will point out tools located mostly in this blog to review to have adequate material for their discussion. So there is absolutely no need for a sponsor to be bumping around in the dark when they certainly have access to proven and experienced cash flow leaders here in TBC. Let me run you through a 3-day experience and how this should work. Let's look at this from the point of view of a cash flowing leader. It's Monday and you sponsor John, and you are taking John through the steps of the transition script. You are already having a rally team put together that mostly consists of TBC broadcasters standing by to assist you. John signs up his mother, named Mary, and his best friend Brian. You and your rally team congratulate John for this rapid reward achievement inside John's Join.me session. John is feeling very good. Now John is led through the steps to complete his first transaction with you, and you keep 100% of the profit because John is your recruit. John wants to collect the 100 million cookie reward by helping Mary and Brian, who each get 2 immediate paid recruits. Join.me sessions are scheduled for Tuesday for both Mary and Brian. Mary signs up her husband Mac, John's father, and her best friend Sue on her Join.me session. Even though John is the sponsor of Mary, he already has a partnership agreement with you, the cash flowing leader, once you discuss this article here together. So, when Mary does her transaction for herself, you are the one providing the Kringle coins to Mary, and then you pay John a 50% commission. Your rally team participated in Mary's joined up me session, and everyone is feeling the excitement that comes from helping new members duplicate. Effectively, John borrowed your rally team. The same process happens with Brian as he signs up his sister Jane and his co-worker Tim. So on Tuesday, both you and John had partnered on the same transactions of Mary and Brian. Four joined up these sessions are set up on Wednesday for Mac, Sue, Jane and Tim. John is not a proven cash flow leader, so he is not placed into your rally team group chat on Messenger. But you do individually invite him into the joined up these sessions. Of these four new members, Mary and Brian are there too because they are the sponsors of these four people. You have spent some one-on-one time with Mary and Brian to review this article here and set up a partnership agreement with each of them. One-on-one time is like 5 to 10 minutes each, just to make it clear that it will take time and study to complete a training process and that TB has so much to offer them over time and that we do follow a proven system that works, and this article touches on that. On Wednesday, with the assistance of your rally team, each of the four new members sign up to each for a total of 8 recruits. And the four do their transactions with you, and you pay commissions to Mary and Brian, according to your partnership agreement with each of them. John earned 100 million cookies and has become a future TBC billionaire, and they're very happy about that. Now, it is time to encourage John to keep on sponsoring new members and to continue training with you until he gets to the point he can keep everything going all by himself and become a cash flow leader and a full-timer in the TBC community. At that point, during a redemption period, he can go ahead and redeem his cookies. It is best to wait for a redemption period before going full-time in TBC, even though a full-time income can be earned as a sponsor working with a cash flowing leader just from the commissions earned. Billions of people have never heard of TBC, so we have plenty of people to talk to and share the gift with them. The temptation to quickly redeem the cookies earned as rapid reward should be discouraged. This will create an unnecessary conflict between a new member and the cash flow leader. Partnerships keep things balanced while a new member is assessing the time of a cash flowing leader. These leaders don't give their time away for free. Cash flow leaders in TBC have enough TB experience to handle all kinds of objections that naturally come up during the sponsoring process. New members need to be aware that experience comes over time and people learn new things at their own speed. 100% sounds better than 50%, but the truth is 50% plus training pays better than 100% without training. Okay, the proper process of going full-time in TBC. So, there you have it. We'll just stop sharing and we'll come back live. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, I can't really wait till our last redemption, because it'll be very interesting if we're going to roll into the economy stage, which is straight after the last redemption, knowing that we haven't completed the distribution phase. So, wonder what's going to happen there. In that blog I've just read out, it tells you that the coins become more spendable in the economy stage. So yeah, it'd be very interesting. So yeah, so fingers crossed everything goes well. Hopefully the billionaire's position will fill up pretty quick. And remember, our goal is to recruit 1 billion paid members, and our mission is to end poverty globally. And yeah, it's a big feat, a real big feat. Anyway, I think that's it for now. By the time my moderator Bex, or wife, sorry, by the time I get off and she logs into hers, she'll be starting on her proper time. So I'd like to thank those, my brother Gilbert and brother Bill and Muhammad Ariful Simon. Oh, and Sister Carol. Nice to have you back, Sister Carol. And there's a couple watching. And I'm here. I know that a person today wanted the link, so I said he needs to come into the YouTube to have a look for the link for this broadcast. So yeah, I'm getting a few hits about people interested in purchasing TBCs. Yeah, if you go into the coin calculator and you put up 40 grains, right now it's popping out at 118 US, but yeah, I only do mine at $100 US. It doesn't say 118 or plus, it says $100 US, so that's what I deal with. Anyway, thank you once again, and God be with you. We've got a rainy season in Auckland, and people are moaning about that already. Come summer, they're moaning it's too hot, so yeah, you never win. And yeah, go in peace.